Hi everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm working on a Life Crafted spread for my Citrus Twist Kits Life Crafted album, and I'm working with the December 2019 kit. The current Faves card on the left was one of my favourite things in the kit this month, so I absolutely wanted to use that, and I've chosen some of the striped rainbow paper to go along with that, and that orangey yellow pattern paper as well, which I've positioned on the right hand side of the second page there. I've also got my journaling strips already printed. I've chosen 5 of my favourite things right now and a little bit of journaling for each of those. So I'm just adding those onto that current Faves card. Just sticking that last one down now. And then I'm going to grab my sewing machine and add some stitching. So that is now done. I've added stitching to each of those journaling pieces, a border around the edge, down that strip there, and a border around that right hand side as well. So adding some nice texture to both of those pages. So I've got 5 tiny little photos printed out. They're about 1 inch square each, and I'm just placing them on the page, making sure I'm getting them in the right order to correspond with the journaling on the left hand side there. And to number each of the photos, I've got this little ruler die cut, and I'm just going to cut out each of the numbers and tuck them under the left hand side of each of the photos. So I can go ahead and stick all of those down into place now. So that is done. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So now I'm going to create a little embellishment cluster down in the right hand corner of this page. So I love that cute little bear with a teacup on his head, so that's going down the bottom right hand corner. I've got another little die cut piece here to go at the top of the photos that says you had me at hello, which I thought was appropriate because these are all my favorite things right now. Now I've also got a couple of other pieces to go down the bottom. I'm going to stamp a label with a phrase from that 2x3 inch stamp set. That's available as an add-on in the store. This one says The Simple Pleasures, and I'm stamping that on the bottom half of that label because I do want to overlap a tag on top of that one. So I'm going to stick that one on, just overlapping that little bear. And then I've got this tag, which I'm just going to add some twine onto. So I've just got some twine from my stash, and I'm going to tie that onto the hole there. And I will tie a little bow as well, which is a little bit fiddly to get a small bow, but I do get there in the end. Just fiddling around with that there. So that's going to add some nice texture to this part of the page. So I can trim off those ends and add it to the page now, and I do have some small foam dots behind that tag. Alright, so that's on there now. I've also got a little heart die cut that I want to add, so just adding a foam dot behind that as well. And then to finish off this spread, all I need to do is add the date. So I'm going to grab a date stamp from my stash, and I'll just tuck that in sideways just to the left of that teacup on the little bear's head. And then this spread is complete, and I can add it to my Life Crafted album. So I'll give you a closer look there before I add it into my album. And I just think it's always a fun idea to record what your favourite things are now and then, because it's always fun to look back on these. They do change over time, but it's always a fun thing to add into your albums, I reckon. Okay, so let me know if you've got any questions. I'll pop a link to Citrus Twist Kits down below, and I'll be back again in the new year to share some more projects with you. Thank you so much for joining me this year. I've really enjoyed bringing you lots of fun projects, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.